There is a specific silence that falls when good news is shared. A pause where a smile should be, but isn't quite reaching the eyes. It is a heavy quiet. We have all felt it. The tightening in the chest when someone else gets what we desperately wanted. It is not just jealousy. It is a feeling of erasure. To understand this shadow, we must look beyond the envy. We must see the wounded child who learned that love was a finite resource, scarce and fought for. For them, life became a zero-sum game early on. If another child shined, it meant the room went dark for everyone else. Success felt like a theft of light. This psychology is rooted in a deep, shivering scarcity. It whispers that there isn't enough happiness to go around, that your joy must come at my cost. Imagine a mirror that only reflects what is missing. Every time they see someone soar, the mirror shows them grounded, stagnant, and painfully ordinary. It is rarely malicious in its origin. It is a defense mechanism, a wall built to protect a fragile sense of self that crumbles under the weight of comparison. They smile, of course. They say the right words. But the tone is flat, the eyes vacant. They are present in body, but their spirit has retreated in pain. Jung spoke of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we repress. Often we envy in others the very courage we denied in ourselves, the risks we didn't take. When a friend succeeds, it feels like an indictment. It is evidence of their own perceived failure, a spotlight turned harshly on their own stalled dreams. This creates a terrible isolation. To be unable to share in joy is to be cut off from the lifeblood of connection. It is a lonely, cold place to exist. They monitor the world with hypervigilance, keeping score in a game no one else is playing. Every announcement is a blow, every engagement a reminder. Beneath the resentment lies grief. They are mourning the person they thought they should be by now. The success of others triggers a funeral for their hope. It transforms relationships into battlegrounds. Friends become rivals, not allies. The shared struggle was safe. The individual victory feels like betrayal. You might notice the subtle sabotage, the backhanded compliment that plants a seed of doubt. It is an attempt to bring the soaring bird back to the cage. This is the tragedy of the unlived life. When we do not honor our own potential, we resent those who do. We project our golden shadow onto them and hate it. The inner critic in their head is a tyrant. It uses your happiness as a weapon to beat them down. See, it says, they made it. You are still nothing. Silence becomes a weapon. By withholding praise, they attempt to regain a sliver of power. If they do not acknowledge your light, maybe it won't blind them. But this armor is heavy. Carrying the weight of unspoken resentments exhausts the soul. It leaves no room for their own growth, only for bitter observation. If you recognize this in yourself, know that it is not a character flaw, but a wound. It is a signal that you have abandoned your own path to watch others. The remedy is not forced positivity. It is grieving. It is allowing yourself to feel the pain of the gap between where you are and where you want to be. We must dismantle the belief that the universe is limited. Another person's ocean does not dry up your river. There is water enough for all of us to drink. When we heal the scarcity wound, the envy transforms. It becomes inspiration. It stops being a verdict on your worth and becomes a map to your desires. Think of the energy spent comparing. Imagine if that current was turned inward, used to water your own garden instead of counting the fruit in your neighbor's. The shift happens when we realize we are all connected. In a deep sense, their victory is a victory for the human spirit, a testament to what is possible. But for the wounded, this feels impossible. They are trapped in the binary of winner and loser. To help them, we must offer compassion, not judgment. If you are the one succeeding, their silence hurts. But try not to take it personally. It is their demons talking to them, not their heart talking to you. They are looking at you through a cracked lens. They do not see you. They see a projection of their own inadequacy. You are a ghost in their haunted house. Healing requires stepping out of the courtroom. It means firing the judge in your head who sentences you to unworthiness every time someone else wins. It is a slow process of reclaiming the self. It is learning to celebrate small wins, to nurture the inner child who feels left behind on the playground. True confidence is quiet. It does not need another to fail to feel secure. It knows its own value is intrinsic, unshakable, and completely incomparable. The moment you can genuinely say, "I am happy for you," and feel the warmth of it, that is the moment the chains break. That is when you are finally free. Until then, be gentle with the parts of you that sting. Acknowledge the jealousy without letting it drive the car. Let it sit in the back, observing. Remember, the light you see in others is also in you. You could not recognize it if you did not possess it. You are simply waiting for your own permission. The world is not a ladder where we climb over each other. It is a vast field. We can all bloom. We can all turn our faces to the sun and find our warmth. Let go of the scoreboard. Burn the list of who is ahead and who is behind. There is only your journey, your timing, and the unique song you are here to sing. When we stop competing, the tightness in the chest finally loosens. The breath returns deep and full. We remember that our worth was never on the table. There is a profound peace in staying in your own lane, in tending to your own fire. It burns brighter when you stop worrying about how high others' flames go. You are not late. You have not missed your boat. Your life is unfolding exactly as it needs to. Trust the timing of your own soul and let others have theirs. If this touched a hidden part of you, or if you are learning to celebrate others while waiting for your turn, share your journey in the comments below.